divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. 1 month Iron Rich Challenge. And don't you know, since you are rich, you have to be attractive. But you have to know how to go about attracting people at the same time. You know, you got to have the right people in your circle. You know, I just met a good friend of mine the other day. Not even a good friend yet, but I'm assuming this person is a good friend because we're yet to really hang out like that. But it was a level of energy exchange going on at the time when I met that person. You know, and I say, you know what? This would be the great person to hang out with. This would be a great person to get business done with. But you have to know how to attract people in order to attract people into your life, especially the type of people that you want. So I'm gonna tell you how to instantly attract anyone in 5 minutes. That's all you need is 5 minutes. A lot of people think you gotta, have a whole week with the person before they be attracted to you. Oh man. You gotta talk hella long, 1 hour conversation on the phone. Oh man, ain't nobody got time to bake no cakes. We don't got time to bake no cakes. It's crunch time. You rich, and it's just the way it is. You ain't really got time to be doing all that yippity yap stuff like that. You want to be able to connect with somebody real quick and get right back to what you was doing, and then follow up later. That's what it's all about. So I'm gonna tell you how to instantly attract anyone in 5 simple minutes. Listen close. First things first, you gotta have a pure heart. Now you say, this is getting a little too deep. No, you have to have clean energy. Clean energy, a pure heart. You have to be receptive. You have to have a clear reception on your cell phone in order to talk right. You can't be surrounded by a whole bunch of trees. You can't be in the middle of a storm and expect the call China and the call just go through without dropping. Better yet, the call even making it through. So it's the same thing with human behavior. If you want to meet somebody, you walk up on somebody with old baggage from your old relationship, you looking like, how you doing? Like Wendy Williams, like, how you doing? Can I get to know you? They be like, please. They can walk away like, you know what I mean? Nobody got time for that. You gotta have clean energy. I personally cannot stand talking to people that's talking about negative stuff that happened yesterday, or talking about, stuff that is making them feel bad. Oh my God, and they are not treating me right at the job, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, but it's a beautiful day out here. Life is good, minus the BS. Yes, life is great. So you have to make sure that you have clean energy in order to attract somebody in 5 minutes. That's the first thing that people notice when you approach them. They notice, how do they make me feel? You don't even got to tell nobody you make them feel or they make you feel. Simply go to the person with a clean sense of energy, clean sense of being. They will feel it instantly. And then you would be immediately become receptive to them, to where you can at least start talking. But before we start talking, the next thing is you want to make sure you look clean. Make sure you look sharp, get you some nice clothes. You don't have to be the most flyest guy ever or the most sharpest woman ever, but you got to have some type of beauty about yourself. You got to stand out from the next person that has approached them and tried to do the same thing that was unsuccessful. Women, it's hard to approach other women out there, because sometimes women can be very, spiteful and jealous and stuff like that. And it's hard to come on to a woman, versus, meeting a man. Of course a man is going to be like, hey, yeah, my name is this. My number is this. Yeah, I live right here. Yeah, you want to come over? You could be like, no, I just wanted a friend. But see, that's why you should always be open to connect with women as well, ladies. But how do you attract friends like women in 5 minutes? That's one of the things. You have to look clean. You have to look sharp. Yeah, she's gonna probably feel, a little bit some type of way because you look a little probably better than her, or she's probably seeing it in a different perspective than you. You're just doing it because you wanna, build rapport. You wanna be seen as somebody that looks gorgeous. You understand? But everybody don't think like that, especially women. Some women just hate for no reason, and then they knock the whole friendship, and then they shoot themselves in the foot, and don't give themselves the benefit of a doubt that you could have actually been their friend. I know, it's crazy, right? But it's reality. But at the same time, those aren't the type of friends you want to connect with in the first place. You want to connect with people who say, you look great, you look fabulous. Yeah, we need to connect again, we need to hang out. Yeah, you will make the team. When I say make the team, you know how some girls is. They be like, yeah, you know, it's three more of us. Yeah, you know, we go out on Friday nights. Yeah, you know, da-da-da. Okay, all right, I'll see what it's like. I'll see what y'all like. You know, it's the same way with fellas too. Sometimes I done met some fellas in the past and they be like, well, you know, me and my boy Josh be kicking it, you know, at the bar watching a football game. You maybe can come over there and chill with us. You know what I'm saying, B? I'm like, I guess so, man. Like, what time y'all gonna be out there? And I'm clean as a bird. Well, I'm clean as a bird. Woo. Fly. You understand? The next thing you want to do to become very, very attractive or to attract anyone in 5 minutes is smell good. Smell good. Who still wears scents anymore? Not a lot of people wear scents anymore, man, because I don't know. Maybe you can speak up, let your voice be heard, leave a nice comment at the very bottom. Do people still, the majority of people still wear like colognes and perfumes and stuff like that? I don't know, man, because when I be going out to public places, I don't really be smelling it like that. You know how you like walk by somebody, you just be like, you know, you hit that whiff, but I don't be smelling them whiffs like that no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like very rare that people actually still wear cologne with some nice scents. And if it's nice scents, we talking about nice scents. Guys, I want to refer you to some scents, some of the best scents that you're gonna ever smell. Now, these scents that I'm gonna tell you, they're very expensive, you know. However, you can get them off the internet for a lower price, you know, or if you got a plug, meaning if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it and can get it for you, it'll definitely be helpful for you to attract anyone in 5 minutes. Scent number 1, fellas. First, fellas, bond number 9. Bond number 9. Get you a bottle of bond number 9. They got over 50 different scents in that same line of fragrance. Bond number 9, man. That's one of my favorite colognes to wear, and it's absolutely one of the best colognes or fragrances that you can possibly buy in the whole wide world. You know, because it has organic ingredients in it and whatnot. It's not all polluted with all that alcoholic stuff. However, females, you too can buy bond number 9s. They have unisex bond number 9s also. For instance, the Scent of Peace bond number 9 unisex. Dubai Indigo bond number 9 unisex. Guys, I would also refer you to another scent called Creed. Oh my God. One of the best smells that I've ever smelled in my life. Creed. Oh, you want to get specific? You want a specific scent to go with it so you can be more attractive. Okay. Green Irish Twig. Green Irish Twig. Creed. Okay? That smells absolutely wonderful. Okay, let me talk about some female scents that I think are the bomb diggity. Females, I want to refer you to something called Duet. Duet. This will help you instantly become attractive to anyone in 5 minutes. You'll be hella attractive to any man I know if you put this on. It's called Duet. Duet. D-U-E-T. And it comes in like a little gold bottle that's about that big and it smells incredible. Another scent I want to refer you ladies to is White Diamonds. White, I know you probably heard of that one before, but I think they have even newer forms of white diamonds that are already out versus the old versions and stuff like that. But I know white diamonds smell good. But you know, if you don't want to go out and buy all these crazy perfumes and stuff, you can stick with something small like the Bath and Body Works or something. That usually does the trick. All right, the next thing that you must have in your package in order to attract anyone in 5 minutes is have a plan. Like, people love to be around people that have a plan. Women love to be around men that have a plan. You know, men like to be around and are attracted to women that have a plan. Women, come on now. Come on now. And so what I mean when I say have a plan is, I mean like you actually have a plan over your life, your career, your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, what you want to do in the next 5 years. Ask yourself that question. Where are you going to be in the next 5 years? That's something you can ask yourself right now. And if you don't have an answer for it, this is what I mean. You have to have an answer for it. You have to have an answer for your life. you know, because it's very unattractive. You can't, when you building that rapport with that person, when you talking to that person right there on the spot in the moment, and you doing all this stuff, you have your clean energy, you looking sharp, you smelling good, you got to be able to talk about, you know, your life a little, just a little bit, and tell that person where you're headed in life, because nobody wants to be pulled out of their direction. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody wants to waste their time with somebody who doesn't even value their own time. Okay, talk more about them, focus your attention more on them. This is what a lot of people, you know, lose friend points, they lose brownie points. And I know a lot of people who do this personally because they so egotistical. They think it's all about them. Every time you're in a conversation with them, it's I, me. Every time the person tells you something about them, it's always, when you come back with something to say, it's always like, well, and I did that yesterday, and me. You're forgetting the whole point to build rapport. Focus on the other person. Ask the other person questions. I'm real good at this. This is why I got so many friends. This is why I wake up in the morning to like 20 freaking messages on my cell phone. This is why I have to turn my phone on silent right now, because if I don't, it'll be going off in the background. You'll be hearing it and shit. But, you know, this is why. Because, you know what? Even though I do what I do, you know, I consider myself a special person, but at the same time, I treat other people like they're more special than me. You know, I do. I really treat other people like they're more golden than me, and most of the time they are. You know, and so you got to get out of that habit of always talking about yourself. I'm this, I can do that, I can do this, I this, I that. And don't you know, all behind your back the whole time, people don't even like you. They don't even like you. They don't even like you because of that. So make sure, in order to attract someone in 5 minutes, anyone, make sure that you're always putting the attention on the other person most of the time. The next thing that you want to do in order to attract someone in 5 minutes is find things y'all have in common. This is how you build rapport with people. You can do all this stuff in 5 minutes if you just do this. And these are things that people know to do, but they just don't do them, because when we get around other people, it's like we want to be more attractive for them. You know what I'm saying? But they're more attractive than you. You have to see it like that in your mind. You have to change your perspective and your perception about how you see these people when you trying to meet them. They're more important than you. They're more attractive than you. You know, they have the clean energy. You got to see people in like this God-like. So you want to make sure that you find things in common with that person. And when you find things in common, instead of having a conversation all around the world about stuff that person is not interested in, now you can conversate about the stuff that they're interested in. Oh, they like culinary arts. You know, oh, I'm a chef too, you know, but, you know, that'd probably be the only time you get to focus on yourself is when you say, you know what, I'd like to cook too. And I had some, yeah, I cook too, and I like it too, yeah. And then y'all just go on and on for 2 hours about culinary arts. You know, so find things that you have in common with that person. Keep picking at their brain until y'all have some things in common with each other. And then that way, the conversation is more important to them. The next thing is you want to make sure that you mirror that person, mimic that person. This is one of the most psychological things that you can do to really win and influence another person and attract somebody in 5 minutes. Copy their behavior antics, like copy the things that they do regularly. Everybody has a little flavor or a little spice about them that makes them who they are, and you have to really look at that person and see the way their mannerisms are to really find that out. And once you find out their mannerisms and the way that they are and how they act, you know, and all the little things they do, try to mimic them. You know, they do like this most of the time, like that. They do like that. You do that too, every now and again, but don't make it obvious. Don't make it obvious. Don't make it seem like, don't make a person think like they're trying to really just copy me. It's a science to it, folks. You have to mimic people, you know, you have to mimic people and mirror them in subliminal ways. You know, if they like to just throw their hand up like that when they talk, like, yeah, you know, and man, I went over there, and I went over there and it came back. Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, you know, come on, man, you already know what I'm talking about, like, you know. Then that's what you do. Every time you talk, you be like, what? Hey, man, look, we can go out there, you know, and we can make this happen, right? And when we go down there, we want to look good to impress the ladies, you know, because it's many ladies down there. So try to mirror people, you know, try to mirror people. They like that. It's a mind thing. They love that. They be like, they're just like me. Next thing you want to do is you want to have a telepathic conversation going on with that person. And now you might be like, well, what's this all about? Okay, don't you know when somebody's talking to you, half of the time you're not even really listening to what they're saying? I mean, let's be honest. So you're talking to yourself in your head, telling yourself all kind of things that you are thinking towards that person. You know, they might just be talking, and your mind is like, but in that time when you're actually thinking for yourself, what you want to do is send them telepathic thoughts. Like, you're so pretty. You can be quiet as a mouse, and because you gotta be, because it's telepathic. But anyway, you want to make sure that you're saying good stuff to them in their head. Like, I'm talking to you right now and I'm saying, you are wonderful. You're a great person. You should subscribe after this video. You should speak up, let your voice be heard, leave a nice comment below about the sense. You know, you want to make sure you have good dialogue going on in your mental imagery, in your mind, you know, in your intuition, you know, about that person. And send them that message in from brain to brain. You know, they can't see it, you can't see anything telepathic, but make sure that you're saying good things about that person in your mind's eye. And this is very powerful. This is where you're actually, you know, building friendships and attracting that person on a spiritual level. This is when it gets deeper than the physical reality that we live in, okay? So that's very important. Telepathy. And also, this turns into visualization, to where you're actually, you could be at a restaurant having a meeting with a person for the first time, and then you could be visualizing y'all hanging out at the park. You know, you could be visualizing y'all going to work out together, you know, y'all walking the dog together or stuff like that, you know. And so that's very helpful, and it works. Telepathy, visualization, visualize your friendship, you know, before the future even arrives. Or visualize the things that you see yourself doing with this person before that moment even comes, and this person can probably pick up on it in some time in space when you're not around, maybe when you're there in that moment trying to attract them in 5 minutes. Trust me, this is a mysterious world and it works in mysterious ways. So use telepathy, use visualization, and use all this stuff. You know, make sure that you actually give the person some type of way to communicate with you when y'all not around. Give them a card that attracts them in 5 minutes. You know, if they're cool with it, try to exchange phone numbers. You know, just simply say something like, you know, I don't want to lose touch with you. You know, make it be humble. I don't want to, you know, lose our friendship. I want to finish this conversation. Let me take down your number, or here, take down my number, make them more comfortable. And so this is all the things that you know, make somebody be attracted to you in 5 measly, simple little minutes. I'm Trey Anderson, guys. This is the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine power is working for us because we're trying to do right. Speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a nice comment at the very bottom about anything about attracting anyone. Let us know what you think, how you feel. Hey, and drop us some scents down there that you use. If you like to wear cologne or perfume, ladies, let everybody know what you like to wear so it can help us, you know, attract somebody in 5 minutes. Press like on this video. And in the meantime, I'll see you next time in the next 24 hours. Peace.